Hey viewers, welcome back to your channel Stock Dr. RR. In this channel, we do pure technical analysis of US as well as Indian stock market as well as some of the commodities. So today we are going to talk about three indexes of US market. Those are Nasdaq 100, Dow Jones, and S&P 500. So before we start our analysis, in case you have not subscribed to this channel, I would request you to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification icon so that in future, all the videos which I'm going to make for the stocks, commodities and indices, you will get the notification for the same and it will help you to understand the market dynamics. So let's go and start the analysis for the three indices. So let's talk about Nasdaq 100. So this is the day chart for the Nasdaq 100, and you can see here last week there was a major action happened on the index, and you see the lot of volatility in the last 4 days of the last week, right? Uh, I mean the week started with the 24th of Jan because on Wednesday there was FOMC meet happened, and because of that there was a lot of volatility in the market, and in the next week after that, means last week, market reacted positively on that. Now if we see the weekly chart, okay, so you can see here you can see here when there was a FOMC meet, right, Fed meet, that week market was indecisive. Can you see this candle? This candle is called as doji, right? Now this doji is kind of dragonfly doji, means market went down but it managed to close at the higher side of the week, right? Now after that, in the next week of that, market went till 15,200 but managed to close at 14,650. Now the important point we want to understand here, if it would have been a morning star pattern, right, means red candle, then doji and the green candle, but the green candle should have been the at least 50% above than the first red candle, then we could have considered that market has given a reversal and market might move upside from here, right? But this didn't close the way we expected for the morning star candle, right? So let's go and understand what it is trying to say. So this is the day chart, and in this day chart we can clearly understand here currently market has the two important supports. First support is at 14,500 and second support is at 14,000. So this clearly says us that if the US 100, means Nasdaq 100, starts trading below 14,500, then high probability that it can go back towards 14,000, right? But if you see these candles, right, these candles, these last two candles, this says that market is picking up from the bottom, means whenever it comes to 14,500, buying pressure is coming in and it is going up, right? So these are nothing but the two hammer candles, but they are red in the color, right? So high probability that in the next week also market can start going up from here, right? Where once it starts trading above 14,800, then again it can reclaim 15,200, right? It can reclaim 15,000. Once it starts trading above 14,800 here, then it can go back toward 15,200, and sustaining above that can go back toward 15,500, right? And if it starts trading below 14,500, then high chance that it can go back towards 14,000. Now if it go back toward 14,000 and starts trading below it, right, then there will be more selling pressure comes in the market, and that will lead us towards 13,600 and 13,000. It will open the door for 13,600 and 13,000. So what we need to understand here, we need to see and clear cut, we need to clear cut see the level of 14,800, right? If it cross above 14,800, then it will open these two targets. If it starts trading below 14,500, then 14,000, 13,600, and 13,000, these levels can open up, right? But my bias, I mean, personally, I feel that market might go more upside from here, right? So we will watch those levels and then act accordingly. The next index we have is Dow Jones. Now, if we check the weekly chart for the Dow Jones, same thing happened. Not same thing. In the weekly chart, Dow Jones created the hammer on the weekly chart, right? So this is the hammer candle. Now, from this hammer, last week it went up, and this hammer candle created on the Fed meeting week, right? And next week the index went up, okay, and from here high probability that index can go up more. But let's see what the hourly chart is saying for the same. Okay, so to check hourly chart, let us go here. First we know the strong, I mean, sorry, day chart. The day chart, we will go here. See what happened in the day chart when there was a Fed meet. Market created lot of big wicks, means it was clearly indecisive, right? And in the next week, it went up from there. Now, what index is saying from here? Index is giving us the level of, right, the clear cut level of 34,800. Unless and until it don't breach 34,800, right? Dow Jones has high probability that go more up from here. If it breaks 34,800, then definitely 34,000 on the cards. On trading below 34,000, it can go back 33,600 and 33,000. So we really need to watch these levels. Once it starts trading above 35,000, then it can go up for 35,500, then 3,600, and then 36,400. So we need to watch these levels. If on Monday it starts, somewhere around, this 34,900 to 35,100, and once it starts above 35,200, then immediately it can go back toward 35,500, 36,000, and 36,400. So this was about Dow Jones, and the next chart we have is S&P 500. In the S&P 500, if we see the weekly chart, same pattern like Dow Jones. It created the kind of hammer pattern here, not exactly hammer, but kind of hammer on the Fed week, and then it went up on the next week and just closed below the resistance of 34,500. If you convert it into the day chart, what we can see here, same thing. Let me show you one important point here. See, this index has, okay, this was the trend for this index, right? The first is the short term. First trend was here, not short term, but first trend was here. It was continuously taking the support, right? Here, first support, second support here, third support here, right? These are the support levels, right? But the support got broke and then it went down here, and from here it took the bounce, right? And this is withdrawn as a second trend line support. Now what is happening here? uh just a moment, let me convert it into this chart. Okay, okay, so this also clearly says that once it starts trading above 45,000, then it can go back toward 45, 4,550, 4,600, 4,650, and then 4,700. So we really need to watch for, 4,500. It should start trading and closing above that. level for maximum of time, then it can go up again. And once it starts trading above 4650, then again it will come into the uptrend. Okay, again it will come into the uptrend. How we will see that? Let us see here. See, once it starts trading above 4650, right? 4650, or in a base way we will talk that 4700. Once it starts trading above 4700, then it will again come back to the upper trend line. This trend line we are talking about, this trend line. Once it starts trading above this trend line, then again the index will come into the bullish zone. Otherwise, high probability that index can go down more from here, right? Which level? uh just a moment, right? If it starts trading below 4500, then again it can come back towards 4420 and then 4300, like this, right? And one more important point I want to tell you, when I was doing the analysis of Nasdaq 100, I saw one trend here, right? And we really need to understand this trend. What is that trend? Whenever this index created the bullish engulfing pattern, it continues its uptrend. Okay, bullish engulfing or bullish piercing pattern. I will, just show you here. Okay, so first it created bullish engulfing this here, it went up, right? Then it created the bullish engulfing here, went up. It created bullish engulfing here, it went up straight away, right? It created the bullish engulfing here, it went up. So this is like we are just analyzing the historical data. Okay, if you see here, it created the bullish engulfing here, then it went up, created bullish engulfing here, and then went up. This means whenever on the Nasdaq 100, when there was a downside and then it create bullish engulfing, then high probability that it can continue that uptrend for next consecutive days. You can see here downtrend and then bullish engulfing went up, right? Downtrend, bullish engulfing went up. Downtrend, bullish engulfing went up. So how it will help us in the future? In the future, now see here in the near term, there was no bullish engulfing pattern, right? Now in future, whenever it will make any bullish engulfing pattern, for example, suppose if it make downtrend here, right? And after a downtrend, it creates a red candle and then a green candle, right? Like this is a red candle and then this is a green candle, then high probability that that reversal will stay for minimum 2 to 3 days. And when you see this kind of bullish engulfing pattern in the downtrend, then immediately open a position for the uptrend, and definitely it will give you a good returns. So with this, I will stop this video. I hope you might have learned something new today, and in case you have learned something, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like the video, comment it, share it with your friends and family members so they also can get benefit of it. And last but not least, let's learn and earn together. Thank you, my friends.